Hey everyone, I am Naveen Malik and welcome back to Data Architect Diaries. In the last video, I have described to you about the theory part of Databricks Asset Bundle. Today, I will describe you how to install CLI, scaffold your first bundle, learn the 4 commands and deploy live. So let's get into it. Let's do some practical like how we are going to create a bundle and inside the bundle what are the files are there. Okay, so first check could we have Databricks inside our command prompt. So we can also check Databricks version. So we have Databricks CLI v1 12.1. So you can also check you have also Databricks CLI or not. If you have not, that's you can also install Databricks CLI from there. Okay, so let me provide to you here. We can also provide a Databricks CLI. Okay, just open Google, and here in Google you can just open your Databricks CLI install Windows. Okay, or OS, whatever you have the system. Okay, so just click on this one. So here you can see you are having the Databricks CLI as per your 3 operating system like Mac OS, Linux or Windows. Okay, so whenever you have the Windows, you can also choose in any one of this one. Okay, like here you can also the winget. Okay, and inside the winget you can also install from these 2 commands. Okay, so once you install the Databricks CLI from these commands, you can also check Databricks version for this one. Okay, from this Databricks version or Databricks V. Earlier, like we have already told you, like this, we are also having the V1 version 1 12.1. Okay, go to that drive where you are going to create your asset bundles. Okay, just we are going to go into the code folder, and inside the code folder we can also Databricks bundle init command. Okay, just check. So here it is asking for your project name. Just give the project name, and like I'm giving daily orders ETL. Okay, just it is asking for include a job that runs a notebook. Yes, you can also give include an ETL of pipeline. Yeah, definitely yes. Include a sample Python package that build into a will file. You can also yes or no on as per your requirement. Okay, like I'm just giving for the time being yes. Okay, use a serverless compute. Yes, it is asking for your default catalog for any table created by this project. So we are giving like I am also having one catalog. Okay, just go to there. So in this catalog, we are also having a dev sandbox catalog. Okay, like we are also having dev or prod, like whatever we have. Okay, so dev schema and the prod schema. Okay, so we have the dev sandbox. So we can give this one to for further proceed. Okay, just go to there and just copy and go to this one. Dev. Okay, so it is asking for this one. This is recommended your, but no I will, so you can also give the no. I will customize your schema configuration later in Databricks YAML. Okay, in after then you can also give your schema name, table name inside your Databricks YAML file. Okay, otherwise you can also give here dev sandbox Naveen Malik 7, but this is not required. We are also give like as a dev, and inside the dev we will also create a table. Okay, we have done the yes. So now your project has been created. Okay, you can open your Visual Studio, and inside the Visual Studio you can see here it is also has been created. Okay, so for understanding, you have also your source file, you have also your resource file. Okay, in the resource file you have daily order ETL pipeline, you have sample jobs which you are also going to be keep. Okay, this one is for the ETL. Okay, this one is the main, that is also Databricks YAML, where we are going to define the schema like the dev schema as well as for the prod schema, and inside the prod or dev schema we need to define the output table. In later we can also give. Okay, for like the naming convention, like you can also rename this file. I am giving this one. Okay, daily orders ETL jobs YAML file. Okay, and the same you can also change the name here. Okay, like from sample jobs to daily orders ETL jobs. Okay, you can also save here. So inside the job you have also the parameter like name, is this is the catalogs and name for the schema. Okay, same for we have also the task. Okay, like the task key, whichever like the Python will task, like during the creation of the project we have also yes mark this here, so this is why it is coming Python will task. Okay, like environment key for is here and environments. Okay, so now we have everything. We can also validate this bundle. Okay, just Databricks bundle validate. Let's try. So it is saying unable to locate the bundle root, Databricks YAML not found. Okay, go to my go this point. You need to go into your project. Okay, cd what we have daily orders ETL. Go to this one. Now you can also re-execute Databricks bundle validate command. Okay, let's check now. So here you can see your target is dev workspace this one. Okay, user this one and path. Okay, like if you are not uh, login into your Databricks workspace, it will ask for you. You need to be login first your Databricks. Okay, then you can also execute this command. I am also already in this Databricks work environment, so it is asking the same. Okay, it is saying the same. So validation okay. Now you can also go for the deployment. We are also one command Databricks bundle deploy ttab. Okay, here for the deployment perspective, whenever you are going to any Databricks, okay, you can also check, go to workspace. Here you have the bundle, and inside the bundle you have the dev. Okay, you have the files and this one. Okay, so everything is also the blank. Okay, for this one the more thing you can, one more thing, like you can also remove this one folder. Okay, now check after deployment. Okay, so deployment has been completed. Okay, now let's go back into Databricks platform. It is means created bundle. Okay, dot bundle folder. We have the daily orders ETL, and inside the daily order ETL we have dev environment, and inside this one we have artifact files and state, and inside the files you can also see each and everything which have been created into the Visual Studio Code. Okay, and in that folder we have Databricks YAML, we have a source file, we have resource file. Okay, and inside the resource file that we have also two types of documents. One is the pipeline, second one is we have the job. Okay, now let's go to try to validate the job as well. Okay, we have Databricks bundle run daily orders ETL job. Okay, execute. Okay, you need to execute this pipeline. Let's check. It is going to be execute. So here you can see our deployment has been completed. Okay, let's check into your Databricks platform. Go to this one, and we have also catalogs as well, and check if we have any activity. So you can see here inside the dev we are also have been created two jobs for tables for a sample trips daily orders and sample Jones daily orders ETL. Okay, so this one has been, but in prod you are not able to see because we have not defined any prod catalog inside the Databricks YAML. Okay, so now we are going to define everything like the prod catalog inside this one. Okay, uh, what we will do, we are also going to be go to the Databricks YAML, and inside the Databricks YAML here you can see a dev sandbox schema is prod. Okay, and dev sandbox schema is dev. Okay, but we are not defined any output table. Okay, first of thing you can also define the variable here output table. Okay, this one you have defined. Okay, now go to your define the target is here target dev variable catalog schema, and you need to define the output table here. Okay, we are also going to define this one. The same we are going to define for the prod as well. Okay, this one. Now you need to change one more like inside the job. Okay, you need to define your table. Okay, so we have the output table, and we can also default where dot output table. Okay, like the above catalog and the schema. Okay, like control S. After then you can define for the validate for the production. Okay, go to their production Databricks bundle validate first we need to check is everything okay. We are also having one error, uh, no value assigned to require variables. Okay, so first you need to define the variable, okay, for the output table. I think we have defined. Okay, I am giving just default values here and just try after then. So validation passed. Okay, now we can also bundle deploy for the production. First you need to check first into the Databricks environment. uh, Go to workspace, go to bundle, go to this one, and we have only dev environment. Once you deploy for the production, it will create a one more folder for the prod here. Okay, so just go to this one and execute. It is going to upload the files. So the deployment has been completed. Now you can also first validate into your Databricks. So work folder has been created. Like you can also check every three files are there, artifacts, files, and like for this one. And whenever you will go into the artifacts, you can also check your internal file at this one. Everything is there as per the dev environment. Now you need to check into the catalog. Earlier in catalog that we have no data, but whenever you are going to refresh, you can also check the same thing inside this one. Okay, I think you need to first run the job. Okay, I have missed this one. So once you run this one, it will create it for you. Okay, just check. We have for the production this one. So you need to go daily orders ETL and ETL just execute. So job has been completed. Now let's go back into your Databricks environment. Okay, and now refresh this one. So inside this prod, you can also see the tables. Okay, so validate pass, you have deployed push your corrected definition, and now prod now writes to prod catalog dot retails dot order daily. Okay, exact where it belongs. So same bundle correct in both environment. That's the whole point of asset bundle in one screen. Okay, so hope you have understood that whatever like we have the tables inside the dev, the same thing also has been created into the prod environment. Okay, now for more understanding, you can also go to jobs and check. Like you can also see here, we have the same ETL pipeline and jobs here. Okay, so whenever you go into your pipeline, you can also see both things are there, like the sample trip daily orders ETL and sample jobs daily order. Both tables are here. Okay, materialized view, and the same has been like completed successfully. Okay, you can see here. Now if you go to your daily orders ETL jobs, you can also see whatever is here. Like we have also the task here, like the notebook task, Python build task, and the refresh pipeline is here. Okay, so it has been created that one. Like we have, like during the creation of the bundle, you have defined like which type like you need the jobs as well. So it has been created that jobs. Okay, hope you have understood the whole scenario. So this is your first bundle. Okay, so you can now ship a Databricks pipeline the way real teams ship software, reviewed, repeatable, and promoted. Okay, so if this made bundle, click subscribe my channel so you don't miss the rest. Okay, so this is Naveen Malik and this has been the Data Architect Diary. See you in the next one. Thank you and take care.